Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Hello, this is the Hot Topic Show. It's what we do.
We won't judge, but we're judging. It's going to be juicy.
Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you for watching our show. Really, thank you. And say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. The best. Well, I'm here to spread sunshine. How about you? Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. So, here's my thought. Thank you. Here's my thought. It's Groundhog Day. I don't trust rats. You know, it is February, what, 3rd? 2nd? There's like 25,000 groundhogs, and they all say something different. The two that I find, I follow Puxatawny Phil in Pennsylvania, who saw his shadow, so he's saying 6 more weeks of winter. And then the one in Staten Island, who didn't see his shadow, so he says spring is coming. Well, on account of I'm tall, I saw my shadow. And so to me, the final verdict is spring is almost here. Okay. And I'm wearing this tropical dress because today actually kicks off our big Tropical Punch giveaway. Starting today, you know, the $5,000 you could win, or the Royal Caribbean trip, or a trip to the Caribbean. And so we'll be calling somebody later on, so pay attention. All right, so Jay-Z and Beyonce, I mean, what to say? And what's better than 1? 2? And what's better than 2? 3. So Blue Ivy's the perfect age, 5 years old, absolutely perfect. Siblings. She'll have her siblings in, well, they say that Beyonce's about 14 weeks, you know, in time. I have no idea. All I know is that the photo that was originally released, the first one that we showed you with the veil, that might have been this might have been the only one that you saw. Mixed reviews on our Hot Topics meeting. I'm like, get out of here. This is beautiful. This is like, I love that ethereal thing. She looks so peaceful. And now there's more pictures that I brought for you today, including this one. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Let's see more. Look, we didn't have to pay anything because they were on her Instagram, so we can luxuriate over them. Beautiful. My favorite one, though, is the one where she's on the car. I love that. You know, because I was, you know, in such a state of being on bed rest and paranoid, you know, about having another miscarriage while I was pregnant. I missed out on all the ethereal, beautiful pictures. So I love it. You girls who are pregnant and you girls who have been pregnant but taking these beautiful pictures, don't let anybody tell you that they're tacky. You take those pictures and honor them and hang them in your house. We are a miracle. And so, although, you know, twins are a very rare thing by natural bio. So I'd be mad, like if I was a mom who actually naturally gave birth to twins, because now, you know, anybody can do it. And I'm not suggesting that, you know, Beyonce had help or anything like that. I'm just pointing out that everybody has to, I mean, Pharrell had triplets the other day, you know, for moms who naturally have triplets, and I don't know how his wife had triplets either. I'm just saying that Vanessa Williams has natural blue eyes, and Tiny bought hers in Africa. I mean, you see where I'm going with this? Some girls are born with big ones. I bought mine. You see? You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of upsetting these days that all the things that used to be so unique are not unique, because all you have to do is swipe a credit card and make it happen. If you want long hair, buy it. I mean, really. Anyway, so she's going to Coachella in April. I say terrific. This, you know, I think that, you know, as long as everything is, you know, well with the baby, why not? I don't expect her to do the single. Norman's like, well, you know, he has no children. He doesn't understand women. And so this is from a man who has no thought about it. Norman, it's okay. I'm here to school you. And we talked this morning, you know, I'm not expecting her to do single ladies.
I mean, how is she gonna be, like, jumping around? And
She's not, Norman.
She'll be 6 or 7 months pregnant.
And?
I mean, you know what? Fine, I guess.
No, this is what'll happen. And the Beehive and all the rest of yous are gonna still love it, because she's gonna give you the bonus by being pregnant with, you know, her miracles. They can carry her out there, keep her on the throne. She can sit the whole time. If you love Beyonce, then you'll appreciate it. There's no jumping around. Suzanne.
Yes.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
I mean, it's a miracle in here.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
true miracle.
And a lot of times the men don't really get it. The single ladies dance. So, anyway, I look forward to seeing her also at the Grammys February 12th, which is probably why she released this, because there's no hiding this bump at this point. But it'll be a wonderful thing. Congratulations to Beyonce, Jay-Z, Blue Ivy, and the entire Beehive. Now, Melania Trump is on the cover of Us Weekly magazine, and they're writing that she may be, they're saying that she may be staying in New York for the next 4 years because, you know, Barron, you know, her 10-year-old, it's weird when you have kids and whatnot, but now when we woke up this morning, we're hearing no. She's staying in New York to the end of Barron's school year this year. 10 years old, that makes them in what, moms? 5th grade? Fifth grade? Yeah, 5th or 6th grade. So yeah, that makes sense too. You know, he just got in. You don't want to break up, you know, his friends and everything. You wait until the end of the year, and that's what you do. I get that, mom to mom. And I think she probably is researching the best schools, you know, in DC to enroll him in for September. And even if she doesn't, say she waits until he starts middle school. I know, like, we moved while Kevin was in elementary, and we still drove him to his old elementary before incorporating him into our new town, because there's certain ages and certain grades that it just makes more sense, like, you know, as opposed to transferring. And Barron, by the way, is being raised as a single child. I mean, all of his siblings are 5 times his age. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. I mean, he's a 10-year-old, and everybody else is, you know, a grown-up. They're out of the house. So he's being raised a single child. He's being raised in a lot of privilege that he has to process. So he very well might have like a great group of friends at school. And at 10 years old, you don't want to jerk that. Then his dad is now president and all the cameras are flickering. You remember how it was when your kids were 10 or when you were 10? How awkward. Suzanne?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I was extremely awkward. And still am.
This is not a goofy moment, Suzanne.
Oh, okay.
It's
No,
okay.
I will say this. My family moved me. I finished 3rd grade and I had to move in 4th grade to a brand new school. And I was so upset for years. And I wasn't even privileged or, you know, barren. But I get, it's hard. It's really
It's
hard.
very difficult. And the difference is, and we all would have been offended if Michelle Obama stayed in Chicago, and I get why people might be offended if Melania stays in New York until she's ready to move to DC, although Melania, there is good help out there. You do need to be walking with your man doing some first lady stuff because, you know, I like Ivana too, you know, the daughter. I like Ivana too, but you know, Ivana is not the first lady you are, so you gotta figure something out. The Obama girls, we would have been offended if Michelle stayed in Chicago indefinitely for the girls. But you wanna know what? Michelle didn't have the same problems that Melania does. As far as we know, there are no grandparents. Michelle has the lovely Mrs. Robinson, her mother, who moved into the White House, and Sasha and Malia had each other. And to the best of my calculation, aren't they only 3 years apart? Yeah. Which is like nothing. I'm 3 years apart from my brother. You know, that makes the best friend right here. It's a little easier to adjust to a new setting if you have a sibling and grandparents, and then Michelle can just, you know, watching the story, but mom to mom, I get what Melania's doing, but you also got to figure out how to get out there and stand by your man when he does presidential stuff, because you're the first lady. So, I know there are a lot of women out there and young ladies who would love to date Chris Brown, but you might want to, I'm just saying, you might want to think twice. What I love about Chris Brown is he's very transparent in his emotions. You know, I like that, because then you know what you're getting. In other words, he's no Jason Hoppy. Remember yesterday's show? I don't need to tell you, but you know. That's when a man hides his true colors and all of a sudden they come out of nowhere and you're like, well, who the hell are you? I mean, we know who Chris is. You see his crazy from 10 miles away. Well, he just posted a video on Instagram explaining how he treats women that he dates. Now listen closely. Take a look.
Ladies, y'all be complaining about being like stalkers, in love with y'all, kind of crazy and get tired of them. Well, guess what? I'm one of them. If I love you, bitch, ain't nobody gonna have you. I'm gonna make you miserable.
I mean, here's the thing. When you love somebody, I love them, and then you break up with them, we talked about this. You don't want to see them sick. But I don't know about you, but when you break up and you break up real good, like you're done, you don't want to see them well either. I mean, go on to be, you know, real talk, human emotion, real talk, real talk. You don't want to see anybody die, you don't want to see anybody sick, but you don't want to see anybody go on to be the CEO of, you know, Google. Like, you know, and marry, you know, a woman who looks like Angela Bassett, and then they go on and have kids. In the meantime, he stomped on you don't wish that. Come on, real talk. You don't wish that. But you also don't talk crazy about stalking. Like, who has time for that? Daddy. All right, so look. I don't know what time of day or night this is. I don't know who's holding the camera or what all's going on. But this right here, for the next girl that he does wrong, is evidence for Judge Judy's courtroom. You know? He's saying a little too much. He's saying a little too much. So on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills the other night, by the way, a shout out to you, Eden Sassoon. I received the wig that you sent me. Thank you very much. Yeah, she sent me a wig. Do you wear wigs? I mean, I know you're a Sassoon, like if you don't look good, we don't look good, the Vidal Sassoon. Not the ooh la la Sassoon with the, because that same family, but two different strains. Anyway, thank you, Eden. Anyway, listen. So Eden Sassoon is a mother, and she's also a recovering alcoholic. And, she's got a sister who passed away due to alcohol-related issues. So, and she's very kumbaya, very, nothing wrong with that. So she was talking about Kyle being an enabler to her sister, Kim, because Eden feels, Kim, the one who's been in and out of rehab, and, Kim is doing the best she can, Kim Richards. But now here's Eden telling Kim's sister, Kyle, you're an enabler. And the ladies don't want to hear that. Now, we have the clip? Yeah. Okay, let's show that clip.
I don't know that this is your business. I'm telling you that. And maybe you've got a different perception or a different perspective than any of us because of what you've been through, and I understand that.
I think...
But let me tell you from my point of view, okay? Like, we started off on the right foot.
Yes.
Okay? And I'm happy about that.
Me too.
But my other foot will kick you in the ass if you come off the micro car.
You gotta love Lisa Vanderpump. She's classy, but knows how to get gutter. All the ladies are upset. Eden is very judgmental. It's like, you know what? Eden, I know you're a lovely woman, and thanks for the wig and everything, but people like you really do cast a dark shadow over everybody's social life. Honestly, just because you have something going on doesn't mean that you have to feel that Kim is on a slippery slope. Now, unless you have the receipts, none of the girls are worried about Kim. That's like, people who stop smoking and then lecture you. Or, you ever someplace and, for those of you who like to smoke bud, and you're smoking your bud, and then somebody comes out and says, marijuana is a slippery slope because this person has been in rehab 25 times. And they're talking to you, and all you're trying to do is puff a little and go on with your life. I don't like or somebody who's lost a lot of weight and now all of a sudden they lecture everybody. I don't like a lecturer. I mean, Eden is a very beautiful woman, and I don't really watch the Beverly Hills Housewives much. Sometimes I catch them in the marathon on the weekends and stuff like that, but does she have a storyline? Does she have to stay on the show?
Yeah, she's in everybody else's storyline. Like, she's like a busybody a little bit. I used to love her, but now she's too much of a busybody.
Okay. Again, Eden, thanks for the wig, but I have to talk, so, Oh, this is a quick turnaround, finally. What's today? Thursday, okay. Earlier this week, I was telling you that Stevie J was going to court to find out what he had to pay on that $1.3 million in back child support from two of his kids. Well, he went to court yesterday. And to avoid jail time, he pled guilty. And so now he's got to pay $1.3 million in back child support. Now, mind you, these are for kids that are a little older. One is 16 and one is 19. So this is child support in the rears. Now, Jocelyn hasn't even gone in to ask about, her baby, the new one. Right now, though, when they're little goobers, they don't need much. They sleep in the top dresser drawer. You throw a little something on them so they don't urinate every place. They don't need much, not yet. So, but Stevie, get ready, because Jocelyn's gonna go in. Stevie, by the way, earns about $27,000 a month before taxes from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Plus, whatever he does with residual money from all those fabulous songs that he wrote, or produced, or wrote, or something. He's a musical genius. I don't know what happened with the money, and I don't know how you're so negligent where $1.3 million is left behind, and that's just back child support for kids. Probably after taxes, though, I'm thinking maybe $27,000 might be netting him about $18,000 a month. So we pulled out the calculator in Hot Topics meeting and we calculated that's $216,000 a year take home, which when you're trying to live a Bentley lifestyle and then pay this back child support plus whatever Jocelyn, Stevie, you need more jobs. This is a lot. This is a lot of money. But good luck, Stevie. And we're watching, and so is the, oh. Yes. Listen, it's time for Wendy's Tropical Punch giveaway. Suzanne, bring out the pineapple. Okay. Oh my gosh. Gilligan.
Yes, I'm your little buddy.
I love it. Suzanne, good idea.
Yep.
A very easy Halloween costume.
Yes.
Yeah, you should save that.
I'm gonna save
and
it.
And redo it.
Next Halloween show.
All right, well, look,
Gilligan.
let's get today's caller on the line. No, I mean it. Michael
Cute,
Lee
right?
is a brilliant...
These are actually real pants that I bought.
You bought those
Hello?
pants? Hello, Olga. She's in Georgia. Hi, Olga. How you doing? It's Wendy. Suzanne's here, too.
Wendy, how are you doing? Oh, Wendy, I'm
Olga,
surprised.
I'm glad you answered the phone because you're today's contestant on Wendy's Tropical Punch giveaway. You've been watching the show every day on WAGA, correct?
Yes, I am.
Well, let's find out what you're playing for. Olga, I need you to choose a number between 1 and 20.
Let's do number 2.
Okay, Suzanne, punch it out.
Drum roll, please! What's behind number 2? What's behind number 2?
Yes! Wow!
Thanks to our friends at Liberty Travel, we're flying you and a guest to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, where you'll be staying for an all-inclusive 5 days and 4 nights at the Level at Malia Caribe Tropical. With more than 10 international restaurants, luxury accommodations, and the newly renovated Yi Spa, your vacation will be a once-in-a-lifetime occasion.
Yes! Okay, Olga.
Oh my God, that's so awesome.
Yeah,
That's so awesome. I've never been there.
And you might not be going if you don't guess correctly, Olga.
Oh no, I'm going to get it correctly, Wendy.
Perfect, Olga. Let's keep our
be
fingers crossed.
positive.
Okay. On yesterday's show, our Instagram look of the day was the duster. What celebrity did we feature wearing the coat? 15 seconds on the clock and go.
Rita Ora.
Oh my God! Yes! So good. You're going. Congratulations. Listen, if you want to be a winner like Olga in Wendy's Tropical Punch giveaway, I swear I didn't think she'd get it.
No, me neither. That was a hard one.
Yeah, we didn't do that until like the end of the show.
Exactly.
You gotta watch
Good
the
one.
entire show.
Uh-huh.
And log on to my Facebook page to enter and make sure you watch everything because we could be calling you next. We've got more great show for you today though, everybody. Up next, Grammy-winning superstar Michael Bolton is here. So grab a snack and come on back.